The Mxmoonfree 6000W 24V inverter is a helpful tool for anyone needing AC power on the go. It takes the 24 volts DC power from your vehicle's battery and turns it into the 110 volts AC power that you use at home. This means you can plug in things like a small refrigerator, a laptop, or even some power tools while traveling. The inverter has 4 regular AC outlets, a USB port for charging phones, and terminal blocks for connecting thicker wires. A wireless remote and an LCD display are included. These features make it easy to monitor and control the inverter from a distance. The build feels solid, and the copper wiring inside helps with efficient power delivery. This makes it a decent option for RVs, trucks, or off-grid cabins. Using the Mxmoonfree 6000W 24V inverter is simple. The LCD display shows important information, like the battery voltage and the output power. The wireless remote lets you turn the inverter on or off without having to go directly to it. The multiple ports allow for many devices to be plugged in at once. For a long journey, having this inverter can make a big difference. You can keep food cold, charge devices, and even run small appliances. It's important to remember that 6000 watt is the peak power, and the continuous power is lower. So, check the power requirements of your devices before plugging them in. This inverter is useful for people who travel across many states and need power on the road. Overall, the Mxmoonfree 6000W 24V inverter is a practical device for those who need AC power away from home. It performs its job well, and the included features are useful. It is not the top of the line, but it is a good mid-range option. The delivery was standard and the product arrived as advertised. It is important to remember to properly install the inverter, using the correct wire gauge. For safe operation, the Mxmoonfree 6000W 24V inverter provides a reliable power source for various applications. Pros: excellent performance, very large capacity, wireless remote control, remote shows info. Powers many devices, nice sine wave, high capacity, good for camping, converts DC to 110 volts AC. Easy phone charging, charges lanterns, runs a television. Cons: hookup wires too small, hookups lack shielding, overkill for some uses, large size, potential safety issue, wire gauge issue, insulation missing, big inverter, needs larger wires, no plastic cap features. 6000 watt power, 24 volts DC to 110 volts AC, pure sine wave, wireless remote, LCD display, 4 AC outlets, 1 USB port, terminal blocks, RV truck use, off-grid ready. The Mxmoonfree 6000 watt inverter changes 24 volts battery power, like from a truck, into regular 110 volts household power. It produces clean, stable power, pure sine wave. For sensitive devices, you can control it wirelessly and see info on an LCD screen. It has 4 regular outlets, a USB port for charging, and terminal blocks for stronger connections. It's designed for use in RVs, trucks, cabins, or off-grid setups, providing a lot of power for many devices. The Mxmoonfree 6000 watt inverter changes 24 volts battery power to 110 volts AC. Like what comes from wall outlets, it can run many things, like TVs and phone chargers, and has a wireless remote to show information. It's good for camping or off-grid use, but it's big and needs thick wires, which some users found too small or poorly insulated. There are also concerns about missing parts and safety.